You've poured countless hours into that complex project, that groundbreaking research, or that brilliant technical solution. But now you just have minutes, maybe seconds, to get your busy decision makers to understand it and, more importantly, approve it. Welcome to the world of the executive summary. Today we're talking about mastering this vital document. You might have a groundbreaking technical idea, but how do you distill it down clearly and succinctly into something that gets the right people taking notice and approving your vision? Many engineers believe their ideas are ignored because they're simply not in with the bosses, or they lack the right connections. But the good news is that the real truth is, when you write a truly effective executive summary, your technical ideas will get understood, funded and approved because they simply cannot be ignored. I'm Chris, and technical author with over 30 years experience in writing technical documents, and I even ran a software company at 45. Today I'm going to share 5 key principles that I've refined over decades and guaranteed to help you master the executive summary and get your technical ideas moving forward. Let's start with bottom line, up front, BLUF. Just like the inverted principle we discussed in a previous video, the bottom line up front, or BLUF principle, is non-negotiable for executive summaries. Start with your main conclusion, recommendation, or key message immediately. Don't build up to it. Don't make them dig for it. State it clearly and concisely in the very first sentence or paragraph. For instance, this would be a good start for a justification to change IDE to another app. The proposed app detects bugs before code review, significantly improving software quality. Executives are busy. They need to know what's the point and what do I need to do right now. By putting BLUF first, you respect their time and ensure your most critical information is absorbed, even if they read nothing else. So what to include and what to exclude? This is where many technical professionals go wrong. They include too much technical detail. For an executive summary, you must be ruthless about what to include and, more importantly, what to take out. So what do you include? You focus on business impact, financial implications, recommendations, risks, and clear steps. What do you need to exclude? Resist the urge to explain every technical challenge, every algorithm, every test methodology. Save the technical minutiae for the appendix or the full report, which they can then access if they need to deep dive. So don't say the IDE's AST-based static analysis engine leveraging LLVM-IR for cross-language semantic parsing integrates seamlessly with LSP-compliant language servers to provide real-time data. You get the picture. What you do say is the IDE catches errors as you type and works with multiple programming languages. The golden rule for executive summaries is often one page, sometimes even single paragraph or a bullet point if it's in an email summary. Every sentence must earn its place. The one-page rule helped me enormously over the years. I had to be concise, and if I couldn't, I'd reach out to my boss or colleague to help me out. It's amazing what a second pair of eyes can do for your writing. So strategies for writing a good executive summary include using strong verbs, eliminating qualifiers, use the active voice, leverage effective structural tools like bullet points. With strong verbs, what I'm talking about is using short, impactful verbs like build, fix, or break. Qualifiers, don't use modifying words like really, I really need this, very is very strong. Quite. It's quite effective. No, it's effective or it's not effective. Use the active voice. It has more impact than the passive voice. For example, I fixed the web service. That's active. The server was fixed. That's passive. It has no impact. Use active-oriented language. An executive summary isn't just about informing, it's about prompting decisions or actions. Every sentence should drive towards clarity and a clear outcome. We need approval to proceed with Phase 2. It's far more effective than Phase 2 could potentially begin pending further review. Executives often rely on data, but they need it presented simply and with a clear takeaway. So use data effectively without overwhelming them. Get the dense tables or overly complex charts. Opt for simple graphs, bar, line, pie, that highlight one or two key metrics. Each visual should have a clear headline or caption that states the conclusion. For example, instead of a table of 50 data points, show a line graph illustrating a clear trend, and always explain what the data means for the business and not just what it is. If you really must use a table, then keep it simple like this. So now let's put this into practice. I've got a bad technical summary here, dense, unfocused and lacking clear action. I'm going to quickly show you how I'd rewrite it, applying these principles. Notice how it starts with too much background, uses jargon and buries a recommendation. By applying BLUF, focusing on business impact and using action verbs, we've transformed it into something an executive can read in seconds and make a decision. So here are the key changes I've made. I got the bottom line up front. The summary now starts immediately with a core problem and its impact followed by the recommendation. Long detailed paragraphs from the original are gone. I focused on the business impact and action. The language shifted from technical minutiae to what matters to an executive. Critical performance, degradation, escalating operational costs, mitigate immediate risks, improve system performance, reduce operational overhead, enhance user experience and support future growth and innovation. I've used ruthless exclusion. The 3 wholly unnecessary paragraphs, deep technical details, historical anecdote and irrelevant internal initiatives are completely removed. We've just got rid of half of this executive summary. Your executives are going to love it. See here, this detail about RPC mechanisms is completely irrelevant for a busy executive. It's gone. I've then gone for concision and clarity. Over complex sentences and jargon are simplified or removed entirely. Phrases like provisionally posited that a phased migration strategy commencing with a preliminary assessment phase encompassing vendor evaluations and technology stack comparisons are condensed into recommend immediately initiating phase modernization strategy. The final paragraph clearly states the required action and justification. We require approval to proceed with phase 1 funding of whatever dollars. This cleaned up version provides a stark contrast to the original, but we can go further. The whole process is iterative. Let's highlight the more complex words that can be replaced with short Anglo-Saxon language. Here I've highlighted words that don't need to be used. Degradation, utilization, sporadic. Try and avoid words ending ing as well if you can. So impacting, initiating, modernization, mitigation, all of these kind of words can be changed and improved upon. This is how I see cutting down from an overly complex executive summary into something much simpler. So we can now go on to the actual final. And you see here, it's much, much cleaner. I've started with our system from 2010. It's no longer a legacy system. And it wasn't deployed in 2010. It's from 2010. Has suffered a decline in critical performance. Not degradation, decline. Nice simple words. The outdated technology is like running an old car. It's causing operational costs to rocket. Now, some would say you shouldn't be putting something like that in an executive summary. It depends on who you're sending it to, obviously. For me, I think it gives it a bit more oomph. You're giving them a comparison, an analogy that they can understand. Although a lot of executives don't tend to run around in old cars, so maybe not. So we've put some bullet points in, and these bullet points are easy language again if we can do it. Slow transaction speeds, high resource usage instead of high resource utilization, and unreliable uptime. I say here we recommend starting a phase strategy. Instead of proceeding with this modernization, we've got proceeding with this upgrade. And on the last paragraph, I've got we require approval. Why use require when you can say need? It's a shorter word, it's easy. We need approval. It also has more impact. You notice that when I said it, we require approval to proceed. Doesn't that sound a bit wet? Whereas we need approval to proceed with phase 1. Whether you agree with my actual wording, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to prove here is that simpler language makes it easier to read. So to master your executive summary, remember bottom line up front, focus on business impact and recommendations and not minutiae. Aim for 1 page, use action-oriented language and present data simply. The executive summary isn't just a summary, it's your opportunity to make your technical work visible, understood and approved. Wait! Don't leave without your Essential Docs Toolkit, free checklist trusted by UK engineers, link below. If you found this helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the Technical Editor for more insights, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time, get your ideas approved.